This is the third video in the series of explaining how to access the ASU Research Computing Cluster. So I'm assuming that you already got an account and you set up the password list login, just like I explained the second video. Then I think I forgot to explain how to generate the SSH key, public key. So you can simply Google how to create or generate your SSH key in Linux or Mac environment. So again, if this is your home directory, if you're not in the home directory, you type something like this, cd and tilde, then it's going to take you to the home directory, or you type this one. So in Linux environment or Mac environment, if you have a $sign, that is so-called environment variable. So what do I have in home? So in Linux, you type echo, it shows up what you have in this environment variable. It has my home directory information, okay? Or you can do something like this. So in Linux, this terminal itself is called a shell. And in my case, I'm using the bash. Bash is one type of the shell. It's my favorite. I've been using it for, but in a Mac, the default shell is, I think it's a G shell, but I'm not planning to change it. But if you want to change it to, or you can always do this, changing how to, this is how to change your shell, login shell, okay? Anyway, so use echo and this environment variable, because it's gonna make your experience with the Linux the computing, Linux, you're using Linux much more convenient, okay? So then how to create the SSH key? So just follow any of the resources. The procedure is pretty standard. So first go to your .sh at your home directory, and I already create mine. The public key is stored here, and you'll have only one public key. So, but how did I generate this file? So using this command. So then if you just copy and paste this one here and press enter, then public key will be generated. Then just follow the instruction. And public key looks like this, then create it, and there are multiple ways to import it. You can use this sophisticated method, or you can simply use the cat command like I did here. Okay, then what's next? Let's try to log in. But before I log in, so if you're using the bash, then there is a okay, now I need to go up. If you're using bash, there is a hidden file called bashlc. This is a file executed if you open up the terminal. So now let's see what I have here. So you want to edit this file. In my case, I have so-called alias. So this helps me reduce my manual efforts of the typing or the comments. So, I mean, this file doesn't exist by default. This is what I created. You can just copy and paste this thing. If you compare these two, you can just see that I simply changed the bashlc by bash.alias, bash_aliases. So in my case, this is also a hidden file because it is starting with dot. So I have a bunch of the aliases here. So this is the, say, here I'm overriding the ls comment, and sometimes I make a mistake by typing s first when I was trying to type ls, but still it shows us the same thing, okay? And CLS is a clear screen, empty the screen, but CLS is not the standard comment, but I define this new comment so that it does the same thing. And this export comment is useful because it is giving you, it allows you to set up the environment variable here. In this case, I define the scratch This is the environment variable or iCloud and so on. And here you can also customize your prompt. So say in my case, I have this day and date and time, but which is not provided by default. Here I set up like this. If I set up my environment variable PS1 this way, so I have a date, time, and I don't know what is capital W. Anyway, so this is my choice. You can customize yours differently. As you can see, I have a bunch of different environment variables set up and a bunch of different aliases. But I scroll it, and what you can do is that now I see the old computing clusters. So when you try to log in, then you can actually create one more alias. So let me create a different alias for Soul cluster. So you can simply follow. So I don't want to type everything when I'm trying to log in the Soul cluster. So as you can see, this is this is a window. So let me copy this one. Okay. So I have a -X option in case I can open up some X window remotely. So meaning that I may have some the graphic user interface, but I usually include this -X option. Sometimes it's a -Y, but in this case it's a -X. So I want to have something like this and apostrophe. So now I need to replace this ASU write by jkin520. That's my account. So then I want to copy this one in case that I want to create one more alias. So in case I accidentally press the caps lock button, so then still it does the same thing. I just simply copy Command C and Command V. I do the same thing. Okay. So if I do this, then press ESC and colon, see the bottom of the terminal, WQ, W means save or write, and Q means exit. So then this is not it, because in Linux environment you actually need to open up the one more tab, or you need to type the source dot -c. Then what you implemented is actually can be understood by the shell. Okay, there is an error. I don't know. There is there is probably some command line tool error. Maybe I did something wrong. Anyway, so then if I type Soul, then I can access Soul cluster without typing all this lengthy comment. Also, I don't need to type the password. Okay, this is one way to get into the Soul cluster. And now I want to exit because before I leave, and then I need to do one more thing. So ls or pwd shows up your current the working directory, present working directory, pw present working directory, or -ls-al. So now I want to edit one more thing. I want to add one more thing. So I actually press the shift and G so that I can get to the end of the file. Now you see that the alias Soul is right here. I actually want to do one more thing. SSH allows you to access the computing cluster in the text environment. Still, the Soul will take you, or even a capital letter Soul will take you to the Soul. Okay, because I defined the aliases. So here you can do a bunch of different things in the Soul cluster. You remotely access you are remotely accessing the Soul cluster. You can do one more thing. What if you want to do the file transfer? You want to move files. We use so-called FSFTP or SCP. So I want to define that too using my alias. So alias, I usually add a F but it's up to you. It's up to you how to set up the alias. I have a F and sol. Then this is, I have SFTP. And I simply copy everything, every login information here, from here to the bottom. And I press the escape, and I actually press the YY so that I can copy. This is just a short key for a VI editor. And if I press P, then I can simply copy. Now I want to have fsol all in capital letters. Then I can do the SFTP. So what do I mean by this? So before I execute this new aliases, I need to do the source -lc.lc. Okay, I still have this error. I need to resolve this error. So then how can I use this? Time fsol. This is SFTP. Then now you can see that the command prompt is different because you are in SFTP. The command is slightly different, not the same. So here in this environment, you can actually transfer files. Okay, we use the either put or get. Put means uploading the file. Get means the downloading the file. If you need to upload a multiple file, you have a m put. Then you can transfer multiple files. If you want to get the multiple files from the remote cluster, you use mget. So it's basically put, get, and put, and mget. Okay. So let me stop here. Then I'll see you in the next video.